But these two guys just go at it. You know what's going to happen. No one's going to give any ground. Suddenly it's going to happen, and you've got no fight. Madness. I really didn't get that, and I was quite disappointed from that.
No, it's good for the fight. I think it's good for Job, but he has to just make sure.
The boxing world was left stunned as Derek Chisora slapped Deontay Wilder during a fiery face-to-face. What was meant to be a routine first stare-down ahead of their highly anticipated April clash instantly turned explosive. In a moment that spread like wildfire online, Chisora crossed the line from words to action, making his intentions crystal clear. The shocking incident has set the tone for a brutal build-up, with fans and analysts already buzzing about how heated this rivalry is about to become. Derek Chisora made it clear that the slap was a direct response to Deontay Wilder pushing him too far. According to Chisora, Wilder's repeated threats crossed the line, aimed not only at him but at the people around him as well. It was a moment of raw frustration and authority, with Chisora asserting dominance and sending a clear message to Wilder that he will not be underestimated in the build-up to their April showdown.
If a man threatens your life, he's not only just threatening your life, he's threatening your kids and everybody around you, because with this day and age, people just like roll up to your car or roll up to your house, and things go off. So I sat down and like, hold on. He said he...
The atmosphere at the press conference was absolutely chaotic, and Frank Warren didn't hide his frustration. Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder brought the heat before a single punch was thrown, with the tension pushing dangerously close to boiling over. Even a small cut showed just how intense things became. Warren's warning was clear: this April fight isn't just hype, it's a powder keg waiting to explode.
Things like that. I mean, it's ridiculous, and you see these scuffles and all this nonsense at press conferences, and that is where it goes wrong. There's a little cut. I don't know how bad it is. I'm not had a chance to speak.
Eddie Hearn didn't hold back in praising Derek Chisora's fearless display, even while questioning his technical skill compared to other elite heavyweights. Stepping up to confront Deontay Wilder with that level of aggression takes guts that very few fighters possess. Hearn described the moment as phenomenal, highlighting the raw power and determination Chisora brought to the face-off. In his view, there's no doubt about who's commanding respect in the heavyweight division right now.
I don't think he's skill-wise up there with Usyk, but to do that and just stop him and batter him, like, just phenomenal. Like, he is, there is absolutely no question in my mind.
The Wade concept explains how, when two fighters collide on stage, things can quickly cross the line, and that's exactly what happened between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder. While fans don't condone fighters putting hands on each other outside the ring, this is the fight game. History has seen far crazier moments, from full-blown brawls to objects being thrown. What unfolded here was a raw display of tension and ego, offering a clear glimpse of the intensity both men will bring into the ring for their highly anticipated April showdown.
Your face-off? Of course not. Yes, it's over the line. You shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be putting hands on each other. But it is the fight game, and we've seen far worse. We've seen guys get in fights. We've seen people throw dollies in this game in combat.
Deontay Wilder made it clear he wasn't backing down. Describing the moment as a primal clash between two alphas, Wilder stressed that this wasn't staged drama, it was real. He stood his ground, matching Derek Chisora's force and sending a clear signal that he's mentally and physically ready for anything. Wilder's words reveal the raw intensity behind the April showdown, two battle-tested warriors pushing each other to the limit before the first bell even rings.
Fight business. No one is safe. You understand me? Nobody is safe in the fight business, and you just never know who want to pick a bone with you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I know Derek. I've been knowing Derek for a long time. You know what I mean? And I know how he is, so I know what's up. So when he came up to me, that's like a challenge. How two gorillas is.
Eddie Hearn explained that no fighter can remain completely composed when provoked like that. He pointed to the raw intensity of the moment, stressing that even someone who's never fought professionally would instinctively react under such pressure. Deontay Wilder's presence and the tension Derek Chisora created forced emotions to the surface, proving this matchup isn't just about skill. It's about heart, ego, and who can truly handle the pressure when the spotlight is on.
But you can't be composed when a man's talking to you like that. Me and you, who couldn't fight our way out of a wet paper bag, shouldn't allow another man to talk to us like that. So
Dave Coldwell highlighted just how serious the situation became the moment Derek Chisora laid his hands on Deontay Wilder. What might usually be brushed off as playful press conference antics suddenly escalated, crossing a line that couldn't be ignored. Coldwell stressed that touching another man's face, regardless of ego or provocation, takes the tension to an entirely different level. This wasn't just a warning, it was a clear signal that emotions are running high and respect must be earned. Fans and fighters alike now know that Chisora is willing to back up his words with action, setting the tone for an intense, no-holds-barred confrontation inside the ring.
That's a little bit naughty, because I know it's all, fun and games at press conferences, but when you lay your hands on another man's face, whether there's an egg in it or not, you've laid your hands on his face, and that.
Eddie Hearn weighed in on the upcoming clash, labeling Derek Chisora the clear underdog against Deontay Wilder. He highlighted the danger Chisora faces if the fight stretches beyond 5 or 6 rounds, where Wilder's power and experience could prove decisive. Despite the risk, Hearn acknowledged the intensity of the matchup, calling it a bang-up fight that fans simply can't ignore. Chisora's grit and determination will be tested against Wilder's knockout capability, making every round critical.
Do you believe that Derek Chisora can beat Deontay Wilder?
I think he's a big underdog in the fight, and I think he may also get knocked out in the fight. If he gets past 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, he's banging that fight. He might not get through 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, but he's fighting.
Adam Smith highlighted just how unpredictable and thrilling the matchup between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder could be. He noted that Wilder still carries massive single-punch power, arguably the hardest since Ernie Shavers, but hasn't looked at his best in recent years, especially since the Fury trilogy. Chisora, meanwhile, keeps grinding out results, proving his toughness and resilience in the heavyweight division. With his 50th fight approaching, the build-up alone is monumental. This fight isn't just about power, it's a clash of experience, strategy, and heart, promising a high-stakes, explosive encounter that fans around the world are eagerly anticipating.
You could say a 50-50. We don't know what Wilder's got left. Obviously, he possesses the biggest, probably single-punch power since an Ernie Shavers, but he didn't look great. Well, hasn't looked great, has he, for the last couple of years, probably since the Fury trilogy. And Derek continues to keep grinding results out, and wants that 50th fight. It will be a fantastic build-up, we know. It looks like it will be announced. I'm hearing April. I just think it's a great battle.
Tyson Fury made it clear he's backing Derek Chisora in what promises to be a massive clash. Having faced both men multiple times, Fury praised their skill, toughness, and legacy in the heavyweight division. He predicted a stoppage and fully supported Chisora, calling him a relentless fighter who never ducks challenges. Fury also highlighted the stakes, with a title potentially on the line, framing this as a battle between two legends, a decorated world champion from the USA and an absolute warlord from the United Kingdom. The stage is set for fireworks, and fans are bracing for a fight full of intensity, power, and drama.
So I've just seen that Chisora and Deontay Wilder are going to do a fight. I think this is a great fight. I've fought both of these men 3 times each, actually. Just thought of that. And I think it's a very, very good fight. But on this one, I'm going to go with my boy, Del Boy, War Chisora, for a stoppage. Get up there, Derek!
Frank Warren confirmed that the Derek Chisora vs. Deontay Wilder fight was always on the cards, and the only delays were contractual and legal formalities. Both fighters were committed, eager to face each other, and determined to make this a meaningful contest. Warren emphasized that when two competitors genuinely want to meet in the ring, arranging the fight becomes straightforward. Wilder, seeking a high-stakes challenge, and Chisora, ready to test himself against one of the division's most dangerous punchers, ensured this matchup would happen. Fans can feel the anticipation building as two warriors prepare for a showdown that promises to be unforgettable.
It was always it's on. It was a matter of getting a contract signed, and lawyers going between each other sometimes takes longer than it takes to make the fight. But it was always on, and it was on because both fighters wanted it. And I've said it many times, if the guys want to fight each other, it's not difficult to do. Wilder wanted a meaningful fight, and Tyson wanted a meaningful.
Frank Warren warned about the dangers Derek Chisora faces going up against Deontay Wilder, highlighting Wilder as possibly the hardest puncher in heavyweight history. Warren stressed that the fight could be disastrous if Chisora isn't at his absolute best. Age, experience, and conditioning all factor into the risk, and Wilder's power leaves very little margin for error. Despite Chisora's skill and heart, Warren expressed genuine concern, underlining just how brutal and unforgiving this matchup truly is.
Don't let him fight Wilder. That's the one fighter that, out of all of them, I just think it'd be a disaster for him.
Doesn't need that, you know. He's just, if he was going to fight on, fight on, but don't do that. That's you know, I mean, it's the hardest punch in heavyweight, probably in heavyweight history. I think if you look at the stats, and I just think if Derek, and I think he's probably a little bit older than me, Derek. So you know, I just think, you know, whatever condition you're in, is, you know, you're going up against a guy who
Andrew McCard explained why the Chisora versus Wilder fight makes perfect sense in today's heavyweight landscape. Wilder, coming off recent setbacks, is trying to reclaim his position, while Chisora enters at his peak, bringing experience, resilience, and a relentless work ethic. With Chisora approaching his 50th career fight, this matchup isn't just another bout, it's a milestone that could define his legacy. McCard suggested that fans are in for a compelling contest, as both fighters bring contrasting yet complementary narratives, Wilder with raw power and knockout potential, and Chisora with grit, endurance, and fight IQ. The combination of Wilder's explosiveness and Chisora's preparation promises high drama, making this one of the most anticipated heavyweight clashes in recent years.
Sense to me, especially at this stage of their career. I mean, Wilder's coming off a couple of losses. I know he's got the win back a few months back, and Derek Chisora's on a good run of form. 3 great wins, Joe Joyce and Wallen of late. So I do like this fight. I like this fight more than I do Wilder.
Paulie Melanio pointed out that this matchup could be far more exciting than a hypothetical Wilder versus Usyk fight. While some may question whether either man is past their prime, both fighters still carry heart, character, and a willingness to go the distance. Melanio admitted that in the past he wouldn't have picked Chisora to beat Wilder, but recent performances suggest Chisora could surprise the boxing world. Wilder, despite previous setbacks, remains a dangerous opponent, but Chisora's experience and determination give him a real chance to pull off an upset. This fight is about more than age or form. It's about grit, courage, and seizing opportunities, setting the stage for a highly unpredictable and compelling heavyweight showdown.
I tell you what, it's better than Wilder and Usyk, which they were talking about, which I think would have been a total waste of time, you know, because at this point I'm not sure Wilder's the same fighter. But you put in Wilder and you put in Chisora, both are sort of past it, but both still kind of will fight with heart and character. You know what? A few years ago, I would not have picked Derek to beat Wilder, but I think right now, Derek might be able to pull this off. Derek might be able to knock off Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder...
Liam Goff explained how the Chisora versus Wilder fight plans unfolded, highlighting the logistical twist that preceded the official announcement. The fight was expected to take place in London with a press conference imminent, but delays and last-minute confirmations created confusion. Goff's account shows how even well-planned boxing events can face uncertainty, with communication between promoters, fighters, and media sources often changing in real time. Fans followed every update and rumor with eager suspense. Despite the confusion, the matchup was always on track, underscoring the high demand for this heavyweight clash.
That we were going to get Wilder versus Chisora, and it was going to happen in London, and that a press conference was imminent. Now, I text one of my contacts, and that would be in the zone because I just assumed it would be on the zone, and he was like, "No, I don't think about it," and I was like, "Okay, that's weird." Like the report.
Liam Goff highlighted Derek Chisora's recent form and accomplishments, showing why he deserves a shot at top-level competition. Chisora has collected notable wins, is highly ranked, and consistently demonstrates grit, skill, and resilience. Goff noted that his strong performance streak makes him a legitimate contender for any heavyweight opponent. While the focus often falls on Wilder's power and legacy, Chisora's consistent victories and readiness for tough matchups cannot be ignored. Fans are seeing a fighter who has earned his place at the top, bringing heart, endurance, and experience to every bout. This fight is not just about a single punch, it's about preparation, strategy, and the culmination of Chisora's hard work, promising an intense and action-packed heavyweight encounter.
For Derek Chisora, because Chisora's at least got some good wins together and he's highly ranked, I wouldn't begrudge him fighting any of those guys, because they're coming out the back of wins, they're in good form. You know, they've been consistent.
The stage is set, tensions are at their peak, and Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder promises fireworks like we haven't seen in years. Two warriors, raw power, and unrelenting determination. Anything can happen. Who do you think will walk out on top? Drop your predictions in the comments. Smash that like button if you're hyped for this fight, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the latest heavyweight updates and behind-the-scenes action. Fire!